Hello. In this video, we will understand the difference between storage types, which are NAS and SAN. Basically, NAS is more or less a mini Linux based OS that initiates the disk which have been stored in the data, and it is mostly running on the HTTP or HTTPS. While SAN is a storage area network which is shown as a local attached drive as compared to the shared network drive which is NAS. Now let's understand a little more detail about the NAS, SAN, where it is used, what are the scalability requirements, how are they different in terms of management, speed, cost, and target usage. The first one is NAS, which is an abbreviation for Network Attached Storage. It's a shared network. This is called shared because it is connected to the same network where the user and the servers are communicating. So there is no dedicated environment or dedicated network which connects the NAS setup. In fact, it is more or less a file level storage using protocols like NFS, SMB, CIFS, and FTP. Now talking about SAN. SAN is an abbreviation for Storage Area Network. And unlike NAS, it is a dedicated network. That is, the SAN has got its own switches, HBAs, and cables for connectivity. And the user to server communication that happens in a different network, which is not disruptive or disturbed by the SAN environment and vice versa. Talking about block level storage, this is the technology that SAN uses, while NAS uses file level storage. This is the diagram that represents both the NAS and the SAN storage. So here we can see the NAS has been connected to the LAN environment, and rather it is the same environment where application to user communication is happening, and it is not dedicated one. While at the bottom we can see the SAN environment where the storage is connected and it is dedicatedly connected to the servers only. So the users or basically organizations based upon their requirement can either go for first option NAS or second option which is SAN based upon their requirement, what is the scalability, cost, speed, and what are the high availability requirements they have. So let's understand each and every detail in terms of their feature set in our subsequent slide. So talking about NAS, NAS is attached to the same network as the PCs and the laptop. So this is where we can see all are on the same network, while SAN is a dedicated one. So NAS is basically shown as a shared network device to the endpoint, while SAN is shown as a local attached device. Now let's understand the other aspects which make them different to each other. Management. In terms of management, when we look at NAS, NAS is easy to manage. That is one case. While SAN environment, it is complex. In fact, no specific experience or specialized experience is required when we are going for NAS. Also, file level storage as compared to block level storage is used in case of NAS, which makes it much simpler. In this case, the SAN makes it easy to add or remove the storage arrays rather. In case of NAS, it is pretty much difficult because it can disrupt the ongoing communication of traffic. So that is where SAN scores as compared to NAS. Third is the audience or the customer type. Now NAS is preferred more or less for the SMB, that is small to medium businesses, while SAN is preferred for enterprise level customers because it is costly, it is high throughput, high performing, and it has scalability also. That is why organizations prefer SAN, but smaller organizations or medium level business prefer NAS in their case. Next is the protocol. When we talk about NAS, it uses file sharing protocols. Let us say NFS1, SMB, or CIFS, or in fact FTP also. While in case of SAN, the protocols are block level protocols like ISCSI, then we have fiber channel over Ethernet, and related ones. Speed. Well, NAS is connecting to the same LAN network where the client and the servers are communicating. Maybe the Ethernet port on which the NAS is connecting is 100 Mbps, or at max it can be 1 Gbps. That is the maximum speed the NAS can get from the LAN environment. In fact, it is on a shared network. Then the bandwidth also is shared amongst the clients and the servers. So the speed is on the lesser side for the NAS. While we talk about SAN, it uses fiber channel technology in most of the cases. And the benefit of fiber channel is that it can have speed from 2 Gbps to 128 Gbps, which is too high. Hence, SAN scores in terms of the speed. Next one is cost. Now, NAS backup are pretty cost effective. However, when we talk about SAN, it becomes high on the price. That is the reason. And rather reason for that is the storage space requirement for backup is high, and in fact they require switches, the HBA and dedicated cables, which are not required in case of the NAS. Hence, NAS is cost effective as compared to SAN. Point of failure. Well, NAS has many point of failure. Power supply is one. Power supply issue can bring the NAS server down, or maybe motherboard. It may also become faulty. In fact, there may be software bugs also, which can also cause the problem with respect to the NAS. SAN is not impacted because it is resilient, it has got dual or rather redundant systems which can help in providing the continuity to the system, and hence SAN is having minimum number of point of failure. Well, all those discussed points between NAS and SAN have been encapsulated in this table. I would suggest that you pause it for a while and understand the differences on basis of those parameters and how NAS or SAN score against each other. That takes us to the end of the presentation. Hope you like it. And please don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. Thank you.